I spoke to F1 Lover, and that's why he said he didn't put anything on the.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll.
Alright, okay, hello everyone. Sorry for the late start to the stream. Welcome back to the Academy League here, and I'll explain everything in just a moment. But yeah, we are here in the wonderful Suzuka, and I'm just going to let Two Saints say it in the proper ways. In the proper way.
Suzuka!
There we go. Thank you. And yeah, welcome back to Suzuka! And yeah, we are here for the Academy League once again. And Toussaint, it is nice to be back after the luxurious break week, here for the Academy League once again. You obsess over that, man. No, you obsess over Yuki Tsunoda is what you do.
No, I'm almost obsessed with Yuki Tsunoda, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yellow flag?
I think that's for a car going slowly at 130R.
So, to say just a few things to... Yeah, sorry everyone for the late stream. Basically, the bunch of the Academy lot just didn't turn today, which is really, really disappointing. Still got 12 people here, though. Gucci Gang trying to get himself into... hopping into a car now. But yes, 12 people in, so the show will go on, as it does always. And... SSS Creeman says, so happy for your time you spend on streaming. Thank you very much. I do spend a lot of time streaming. But yes, we are here in the Academy League. And yeah, what was I going to say? So 12 drivers. We'll go through the championship standings in a minute. The only penalty to give out to Saint, and it is a man who isn't here, because he does have, unfortunately, picked up a race ban. Not from the Academy, though. It's from his replacement drives in both Freshman and Premier is where he picked up his claims. And obviously, because he isn't permanently assigned to one of those leagues, Mr. V. Roby is actually on a race ban, which again gets assigned to the Academy. So disappointing that happened, but I'm sure he'll be back next week.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah.
I guess the risk of running in more than one league is that you risk picking up more penalty points. That I would say just don't do dumb word that I can't say on stream. So
someone in the chat said, by the way, your second commentator sounds like he is an F1 car. It makes us feel even more included in it. Well, there you go. Apparently you sound like an F1 car.
I sound like an F1 car.
Oh, there's been a big crash in the middle. Oh, there's been a huge accident. I think Leo Cat ran wide onto the gravel, got damage, and then All Annoying came round the corner, and I had to avoid Leo Cat and went straight off into the gravel and into the wall.
And that will not be ideal for Leo Cat. He had a bit of an incident before, a bit of impeding on my feed to etch his lap, I think, down before 130R. But he's gotten back going again now, but might have to have a look into that one after the race. Shall I go through the championship standings?
You may as well do so, yes.
So, Leo Cat then leads the way on 147 points. Mason now a long way behind in second, 119. Mikey just 6 points behind in third, as Leo Cat has another spin there. He'll be going back into the pit lane for a fresh set of boots. Heblerino is in fourth, with V. Roby serving that LLP5 in fifth. De Etchter is in sixth, and will be looking to make up big ground on Roby.
Yeah.
Very old.
But yeah, there was a bit of a crash there, as some people just saying what a crash in the chat. Hello everyone, welcome to the Academy Leaders. A bunch of new people have just hopped into the chat, so if I haven't already, only 12 people turned up today, unfortunately. I think there's 2 people trying to get themselves into the lobby, so hopefully we can get ourselves up to 14 drivers. And yeah, remember, V. Roby with a race ban, and that is why he isn't here. We're just missing a few other drivers as well, but the show will go on in the academy. And as we said, Leo Cat, as we just went through the championship standings, Leo Cat is unable to win the championship this race. But Toussaint, I'm hoping that the championship fight will go on for quite a while. And hello Castangle in the chat as well, who's just joined. Flem, I've sent you an invite, by the way, if you are able to join. Make sure you click ready up instead of spectate, and it should let you into a car.
Just picking up on Leo Cat there, getting all kinds of out of shape at the top of the hill in the first sector. He looks really unstable on that rear end.
Yeah, I've been watching a few laps of him, Toussaint. He seems to be all over the place. He's set on the rear, especially coming through the middle sector, like just coming out of the out of spoon. Now he gets all out of sorts, but coming out of the S's, the famous Suzuka S's, and coming up towards that second sector, the rear was all over the place, and up towards the hairpin as well. It's a very low traction zone, that up there. I might put me in the race at the back. It might be able to, Gooch Gang, if you get yourself in a car.
If you get into the race, if you get into the qualifying session quickly, you can take control of a car during qualifying and still set a lap. Gucci Gang. There you go.
So only 2 drivers retiring from this quali section. 10 drivers left.
Castangle has asked, how can China be in our calendar but Japan not? Tiger, would you like to explain that one?
Alright, okay, here I'll generally give you my honest thoughts, right? Okay, when I was thinking calendar, right, I was in 2 mindsets, right? I was in tracks that are enjoyable and fun to drive but might not give as much racing, and tracks that would provide lots of good racing but maybe weren't as enjoyable to drive for drivers. Now the reason why I chose China instead of Japan is because when I honestly don't, when I look back at it, I don't know why I put Japan. I don't know why I didn't put Japan in for the Premier and Super, but I know that's when they have Japan, we have Singapore. Am I correct? Yes, because it's Monza for the freshmen, then it's Japan for the freshmen, and then it's Singapore for us two. And then I was going to have China, because China always provides really good racing. Obviously, it's not the best to drive, but the problem I have with Japan is the track is great, but just there's not enough going on in terms of the overtake, and that was my general thoughts about it. But don't get me wrong, I love Japan, and it could definitely come back next season, because there was a lot of people voted for it in my my little survey that I did not long ago. So yeah, I will, if you guys are wanting it back, and if it is very, very popular, I will bring it back. And all I can do is apologise, but you know, some things change and some things are different. You know, we don't have Malaysia anymore on the track. We don't have Istanbul. We don't have India. We don't have South Korea. We don't have, help me out, Toussaint, Valencia. We don't have.
Yeah, we can stop this in the track.
Mugello, exactly. See.
Oh, Mugello would be nice.
Yeah. Why do you know why Hungary isn't racing? Oh, Hungry Hippo. Oh, sorry, Gav. I thought you meant Hungary's in the track. Hungry Hippo, do you mean? I don't know, Gav, mate. Honestly, don't know. No clue.
Fine as it stands then. So Mikey actually on his most recent lap got to within a 10th of Leo.
Yeah. So, let's talk a little bit about Mason. Like, what on earth has happened to that man? Because he went from peak, you know, peak sort of a top academy league, was dominating the first few races, and then just plummeted. He's done a Valtteri Bottas. He's just plummeted. Where's it all gone?
I think that that spin in Bahrain, I think, dented his confidence a bit more than maybe we suspected in the comms. But he's come back and had good pace. I think it's just a mixture of bad luck, wrong place, wrong time, and he now finds himself with a big goal for Leocats. But don't forget, they both had 3 wins this season. It just goes to show that Leocat's been so much more consistent.
More consistent, yeah. But Mason Toussaint currently coming through the famous Suzuka S's here. He comes flying up this fast left-hander here. Can be taken flat out, Toussaint. Yes.
With the right line, I think so. Yeah, you'd have to get it spot on. He's gone down too many gears there through the second Degner. Let's head up towards this hairpin. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, but it has the worst traction zone on the exit you'll ever find on any corner in any F1 track in history.
Which is why you definitely don't want to be using first through there.
No.
On the run up to Spoon, the slightly banking right-hander into the fast left-hander of Spoon, where Vettel and Verstappen had their crash in 2018. And now down the long back straight.
And I've never understood, why is there not a DRS zone down here?
Because you can't have DRS open into 130R.
No, but before 130R, the straight's long enough. But if you come out of Spoon, you've got that entire straight though for a DRS zone, surely.
I think they wouldn't want to encourage cars going wheel to wheel into 130R. That's probably
maybe true. Mason improved by 5 into 4th place in the end, Toussaint.
Not going to be enough to unsettle Leocat or Mikey, who are both on that. So Leocat is a very... no, it's 2 tenths up, sorry.
Yeah, welcome Napula as well. Good gang, if you can do that, that's fine. As long as you get yourself in the race, mate, then, you know, you can still try and grab some points. Points will be available. There's only 13 drivers if you join, so definitely be some points available. But yeah, Leocat's ahead to set two tenths up at his time. He's come out of the worst traction zone in F1 history as he comes around towards Spoon. And let's see what he's going to do. Is he'll obviously come towards the final sector splits. Eatler's come across the line to say that signifies that the session has now officially ended. As De Etcher moves up to second, and we've seen pace from De Etcher recently too. So we know how quick it can be recently. As Heblerino goes pole.
As well here, Tiger.
Leocat's 3 turn. No, Leocat was 3 tenths up and he invalidated. He invalidated on his tyre, and it could be Heblerino that'll take pole here, and he does. Heblerino with the pole position. What's Mason doing? Mason's really far down on his time. Black Charizard's ran out of fuel. Let's see what De Hebler can do. The brother De Heblerino. Can he come across the line and improve? He improves by a 10th. But not enough to signify any form of an improvement, and I think that is going to be quality done.
Has anyone said that you sound like Will
Wait,
Ennie?
me? I sound like Will Ennie.
Yeah, I hope it means you.
I don't know.
Apparently you sound like Will Ennie. Although they don't have a box head like Will Ennie, so you know. But yeah, so Heblerino, I think that's his first pole position of the season.
Yeah, I definitely don't have a Will Ennie box head. But yeah, I think it could be. Did he not get one in Canada? Because he won in Canada. They could possibly be his. Whoever's in the pit lane, if you could retire, please, that would be grand. But yeah. That's quality done. So it's Heblerino on pole position for this one. Toussaint, Leocat second, De Etcher in third, and we've seen the pace from De Etcher. He took the fight. I believe he was in the freshman. I think he may have replaced, and he took the fight to those freshman guys as well. Mikey in fourth, Mason in fifth, Eatler in sixth, Revkov seventh, and I'll get down the rest of the grid in a second. But Toussaint, turn one on this track, it's always an interesting one. And it's going to be an interesting one here in the Academy League.
Yeah, just double checking on that Heblerino statistic. This is indeed his first pole position.
Oh, well done to Heblerino. So it's Heblerino on pole position for this one. Leocat second, De Etcher third, Mikey in fourth, Mason in fifth, Eatler in sixth, Revkov in seventh, De Hebler in eighth. I know what you were going to say. Black Charizard in ninth, Valda Harris in 10th, all annoying 11th, Thiago Santos in 12th place. And Hebler, as you were about to say, Leocat got a 5-place grid reduction, were you just about to say?
I was about to say that, yes.
Was that because did he make contact with all annoying when there was that crash? Could it have been from then? Oh wait, go to the race director quickly. I can see.
Sugar.
Oh, I just
No.
missed it. Wait. Oh, I just missed it. Just missed it. Damn it.
So then, going through the chat, obviously easy, soft to medium, I think, on the strategy. That looks very overcooked.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's my reaction. Just saying, here's a question for you. Why is this pit lane on, like, those weird, like, bobbly, like, slant... Yeah, but I know, but why is it so... do the pit boxes have to be flat? Can it not be sloped?
Well, if your car is stopped, you don't want to release the brake and then have it go rolling down the pit lane.
That's a good point. Gooch Gang's in. Nice one, mate.
Nice.
See, nice. Could see it in the race. I don't think Kaflemo did manage to join. I didn't manage to join in the end. Okay, but up to 13 drivers now. This is good. And
but what I was going to say before about Mason is that this is another opportunity where he needs to capitalise on Leo Cat's misfortune here. I think he'll be starting ahead of him on track. Indeed, he is. Mason really needs to get to the front and win this one to put himself back in contention.
This is Mason's time now. This is his opportunity. One person starting on the mediums, Toussaint. That is all annoying. Everybody else is starting on the soft compound of tyre. And Toussaint, do you know a fun fact about this track? It actually has a... small amusement park next door, actually.
Oh.
And it does, but surprisingly. And I believe they're actually building 2 new, like, coasters there or something. I don't know. But yeah, if you ever go to Suzuka Circuit, make sure to check out the Suzuka
I'm sure with your platinum trophy in Planet Coaster, they'll give you a job
there. Mate, of course. Can't wait to see the Six Flags Park next to the new Saudi Arabia track, not the street circuit though, because the street circuit before the new track is built, and that new track to say looks absolutely incredible. The layout, if that is the layout for it, madness. But what we did here, speaking of new layouts, the Miami Grand Prix. What do you think, Toussaint? What do you think?
I'm quietly optimistic about it. I think it could actually provide
the track looks really good. I like the track map.
Yeah.
It looks better than Jeddah, 100%.
The only thing I don't like is that weird chicane before the final, the final straight, or the long back straight.
I kind of like the technical stuff though. That's just me though. You know what I'm like? I kind of like the technical parts of the track though. It could be a little bit awkward, but I don't know. It could be a nice technical section because the track looks like it's sort of obviously it hasn't got the elevation and everything, but it looks a lot like Zandvoort in terms of these high speed sort of S's with these long sweeping corners, and then it kind of has that tight section at the end, and it's, you know, it could be interesting. I don't know. Maybe.
I do like technical stuff, but I think if it's something that has to be executed, it has to be executed well.
Yeah.
Like the chicanes in Abu Dhabi don't work. They're
terrible. But the technical section of Suzuka in the first sector does work.
Yeah, and I was about to say
like Maggots and Beckett's in Silverstone works. Or
exactly,
like the village in Silverstone.
Exactly.
Exactly.
A lot of things that I agree on you with, but
exactly.
Have to go back
but
to
here we
Suzuka
go.
Here for a minute.
Yeah, the Suzuka. So here we go now. Everyone line up on the grid. Heblerino starting on pole. De Etcher. That must be a first front row for him. Just like Sergio Perez yesterday. The lights are going to count down, and they won't go off as they always do because, you know, Codemasters. New F1 2021 game actually coming out soon. But here we go, and it's lights out, away we go. And Heblerino after a good start. Actually, someone got a blazer of a start. It was Revkov, and he's already going to the outside of Mason. What a start from Revkov. Toussaint, he's going to go down inside. Someone's off at the back. It's Edler. Edler off in the gravel at the back. He's had a huge spin. Heblerino going wheel to wheel now with Deadshot to the S's and Suzuka. That was crazy there. As Revkov, what a start from him, Toussaint. He's got himself into 3rd place already. What a start. Is Mikey going to try and go around the outside here, and he can't get the move done. Is Mason going to sit behind him? And Mason now needs to tap it. Here comes Leo Cat. The 2 championship rivals. Leo Cat's going to go down the inside before the first Degnan. Mason, once again, Toussaint has not had a great start.
And that's exactly what Mason did not need from that start. Leocat now putting Mikey under pressure into the hairpin. Mikey defends it, gets very deep on the brakes. That could give Leocat a chance on the exit of the corner, but stays behind. Revkov's also had a bad exit, and now Mikey's going through on him and back up into the podium positions as they make their way now into Spoon Curve. Mikey gets the move done on Revkov, who's also struggling, but don't forget, Tiger, we saw Leocat really struggling with the rear end. He's pointing it in, but he might not have the rear grip to back it up. It should really come back to fight him in the later part of the stint when the tyres do start to wear out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens, Leocat. Keep an eye on him, because when, yeah, as he said, when those tyres die out, that could be a potential issue for him. It's very overcast, who said this. Leocat! It's gone for a huge dive, and Mason almost went right into the back of him as Volodyaris. Oh, there's been a huge, huge collision at the back. Something very, very bad has happened at the back there. I don't know what's happened, but 3 cars have had quite a large coming together. And
Gucci
that's
Gang picked up a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, so it's something quite bad has happened at the back. And it's pulled out a virtual safety car, and that's going to calm everything down.
Yeah, so the gaps between the cars will stay the same. They'll have to run to a delta time. Although it is up to the drivers how close they run to that delta, and if I was Leocat right now, I would not want to be riding too close behind Revkov. Though we are back to green flag racing, and Mikey's been caught napping massively here. 1.5 seconds now between himself and De Echta in front.
Yeah, just looking at Kapsak, I'm not ready for Wednesday. Rick Holt, only 13. One of them, Roby, has a race ban, and DBD couldn't make it. And the other drivers, one of them wasn't able to join the lobby, internet issues. And the rest of them, I do not know where they are. And yeah, to say, what a start we've had to this race already. A couple of people at the back picking up some penalties, both 5-second time penalties to send. I don't know if you'd be able to check and see who those collisions were that they've given the 5-second time penalties for, because it says who the collision was with. As Leocat now is right up behind Revkov here. Could Leocat look to the outside into the hairpin? It's going to go round the outside and now on the inside. And indeed, what a move there from Leocat around the outside into the chicane in the final sector, and he gets the move done. And now Revkov under extreme pressure now from second in the championship. Mason here, as Mason now trying to pile the pressure on. He needs to pile the pressure on Leocat as best he can. Leocat be trying to get involved here with Mikey as well. Heblerina's pulled out a 1.5 second gap. This is perfect for Heblerina in this race, Toussaint.
Yeah, Leocat picking them off one by one as it stands. He's just got excellent pace. That's why he's in the lead of this championship. Just catching up real quick. Those 2 5-second time penalties. Something else has happened in the back there. It might be. No,
I don't think so. Yeah, 5-second penalties.
5-second time penalties are the collisions with each other. So Gucci Gang going into Tiago, and Tiago.
I think Volodyaris may have got a bit involved in it as well. He hasn't got a penalty though, but he has had a wing change along with these guys. So I don't know what's happening. It's Eatness going to the inside. There's a lot of contact there between him and Black Charizard, and Black Charizard actually going to come out ahead in the end. So these guys, they speed careful here, and a bit of contact happening. Just make sure they keep it clean. Was there almost a big crash?
Leocat had quite a save on the exit of Spoon. He's still really struggling on that rear end there, Tiger. Whatever he's tried, if he's made any setup changes between now and the race, they really aren't working, especially on the slightly higher fuel loads. But Mikey is all over the back of Whitey the Edge, but he keeps getting a bad exit off of this final chicane, and that obviously sets you up for the run down the main straight. That's what gives you the opportunity to make an overtake into turn 1. And that's just exactly, yeah.
Absolutely flying him. Oh, Gucci Gang's had a spin at the hairpin. Oh yeah, De Hepler's in. Is that a wing change? No, just an early tyre stop, Toussaint. Well, actually, Toussaint, I believe the strategy on a 50% race around here, which we'll find out tomorrow in the Freshman League, is actually a soft to hard, I believe, yes?
I believe it was something like that last season, yes. Because the tyres get put under a bit of extra load here because of the S's. But now look at Mikey though, Tiger, all over the back of Whitey to Echta through the first Stegner, through the second one now, and underneath the bridge. Can the Irishman go for a move here on the German? He's going to go for a move into the hairpin. He's a bit too far back. He'll save the battery, save the ERS, wait till we get back to the main straight. Although he might not have to wait because the Echta's gone wide. That could give Mikey a chance on the run up into Spoon. He tucks back into the slipstream in the white and blue car. Can he get past the Echta into Spoon? Kirk going to look to the inside. Decides to back out of it on this occasion, but I would stay with this Tiger. Could have a move into 130.
We're definitely going to have a move here. Mikey is right up behind him, but he's got to be careful behind him because he's got championship leader Leocat right up behind it. And Napula, I'll answer your question in a second, but Mikey now going to try and look for the move here. Will he go for the move like Leocat did? He's going to do what Leocat did and try and go round the outside into the hairpin. Leocat made it work, but Mikey actually getting a better exit out of the hairpin. He's going to have the DRS now as Mikey.
In.
Yeah, Heblerino in. Interesting. He's gone for the early stop. Could that be the undercut? Here comes Leo Cat down to the inside. It's going to go 3-1 into turn 1. Leo Cat on the inside. Through turn 1, there's a bit of contact. And Leo Cat has gone from what was first after Heblerino pit to third. And that was an extraordinary move there from Leo Cat.
Etch just swerving right on the straight to cover from Mikey, nearly took out Leo Cat. Leo Cat positioned his car beautifully though, wonderful opportunistic
that was
crazy.
Wow. Napula, to answer your question, we got slapped, mate, badly. It was not a great day for us, pal, if I'm honest. It wasn't a great day. But what a series of events we just had there, to say. That was incredible.
Can I just say, outstanding driving from all three of those. That could so easily have ended in a crash, and for them to avoid that, that was top marks for all three of them. Great racing.
Great racing between these top guys in the academy here, and I'm sure they'll be finding their way up into the leagues above once they've finished here, but that'll be in the next game in F1 2021, so yeah. I'm sure they'll be excited for that. Yeah.
With the academy season ending a bit earlier, it does give the opportunity for these drivers to move over into the main leagues and see what they can do as various replacement drivers. If the drivers are reacting to Heblerino.
If any of them ask nicely, then I might let them go into the higher leagues. But you know, they're gonna ask nicely and accept nice askings. But yeah, Mikey, Deetcher, Mason, and Leo Cat. And I think you were just about to say, where does Heblerino fit into all of this, Toussaint? And I was just about to ask the same question myself. Is the undercut more powerful here? And it seems like it very much is, because that gap was 1.7 seconds to Deetcher, and now it's about 3.6 seconds to Mikey. Heblerino has pulled off the Ferrari master plan. And Mikey now going to catch up to him on the lap. Oh, there's a spinner. Oh, Eatler's out. Eatler's had a huge crash. Could that be a safety? Oh, it's a virtual safety car.
Oh, the drivers need to be careful. That car is still definitely solid.
God, that car is right in the way there. That car is still very much a car.
That Charizard needs to go over to the right-hand side of the track here. He's going to get a very early Christmas present.
Oh, that car needs to be recovered quickly. If that was an real F1, that's a safety car any day of the week.
Yeah.
Okay, the car's been cleared now. Yeah, it's gone. That was a big crash from Eatler.
Right on the blind crest as well. That is the last place you want to see a car go off there. But back to green flag racing.
Piero says Super League will go 6 wide into turn 1 apparently.
Oh jeez, I hope that the last time that happened we had in real life as a massive crash.
Let's hope that doesn't happen in the Super League. But Leo Cat, Toussaint, we're going to have to keep an eye on this battle here. Leo Cat is gaining and gaining and gaining on Mikey. Leo Cat, he needs to get these points back for his championship. All-annoying into the pit.
Yeah, All-annoying didn't really have another choice there. Had to come into the pit lane. He was hoping that VSC stayed out for a bit longer though, I would have thought.
I think he had to go longer in his stint anyway, because he started on the medium. So this is a chance now for him to, especially now, he's going to come out ahead. He's going to go out behind Black Charizard, but Black Charizard's gone into a set of hards for some reason, which is interesting. But yeah, he's got Volta Harris and Black Charizard to get past on those fresh soft tyres, so I'm sure he'll be able to work his way up there nice and quickly. But that gap between Leo Cat and Mikey Toussaint staying. Oh, it's Leo Cat. That was. How has he not lost that?
I think that's the dirty air coming into effect.
Here comes Deetcher. Deetcher, by the way, will he launch it to the outside? And just say, here's a question for you. You see that lead up to that hairpin? If that was more straight, do you reckon it would actually be quite a good overtaking opportunity there? If it was more of a straight line. It
works fine as it is, to be honest.
I feel like if it was more of a straighter line into the entry, though, it would allow people to, obviously they're not moving as much before the braking zone.
I feel like the right-hander before, like, really kind of sets you up for a move. Speaking of setting up for a move,
here we go for a move. He's gone to the inside!
No contact made, it's not Cinnamon Prost from 1989.
That came out of nowhere. Leo Cat up into second place has set the fastest lap to saying, is this the charge now from the championship leader? He's on lap, we are on lap 8 out of 13 as Detscher, by the way, he's gone down the inside and he's got all out of sorts to say. He's on the AstroTurf and he's conceded the position back after running very, very wide there onto the Astro on the outside. That Astro could be very slippy to say at times on the outside of turn 1.
Good sportsmanship there from Whitey to Etchdon, making way for De Hebler to go past after going off the track.
If Leo Cat gets this gap down, I'm done. Like, this is incredible. He's run very wide, though.
Very reminiscent of Hamilton's drive yesterday.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying at the moment through the worst traction zone in F1 history. As that's what we're calling that corner now. Can you, if anyone could think of it, a worse traction zone than that hairpin, tell me.
The exit of the Monza chicane. Mikey's nearly lost it. Oof. He was on the AstroTurf at Spoon. Normally that's a death sentence.
I still think that corner
someone's crashed.
Someone's crashed. Oh, it's Mason! It's Mason!
Round.
Oh.
And that could be a major turning point in the championship here. Mason out will be overtaken by Black Charizard. Now moves down to 8th. And in a
what
race
does that do for the
Mason
championship,
really
though?
afford...
Oh, no! What is he doing there?
Well, Gucci Gang's off in the first sector as well.
What on earth is Black Charizard doing?
Was he trying to get out of the way, maybe?
Did he get a penalty for yellow flags? Maybe. Did he have to concede the position back because of a yellow flag? And that's why... But he can't be doing it the way he did, though. Has to go over to the side of the track.
When that happens, though, the game gives you a timer, so I think he just slammed on the brakes, and luckily Mason had good enough reaction skills to react to it.
Jesus. Toussaint, look... Oh, my God, Toussaint, look at the gap. Up front.
Oh wow, it's come down a lot.
This could be a titanic battle for the lead in this race. So you're telling me that Leo Cat cannot win this race? With Mason in 9th, Leo Cat, if he wins, he doesn't win the championship today still?
No, he will have a massive lead and he'll probably get it sewn up next week, but definitely not tonight.
Yeah, next week where also, we are in... USA.
Mexico. USA, yes, that is correct.
USA, yeah. USA, and then the wonderful Brazil to end us off. To say he's getting that gap down.
Still in third.
Yeah, he's getting that gap down, but Mikey's been sort of being dragged along behind him almost. Like but Mikey has a 3-second time penalty, so the position that De Hebler's in right now, De Hebler, if he gets past De Etcher, which I don't know if he's going to be able to do his on worst tires, kind of gain up that 3-second gap that he has to Mikey. De Hebler could find himself on the podium. Someone's had him off. Just saying, I think that's a glitch, you know. I think it is, because it always seems to happen in that final set. I think it happened in the first season as well. It seemed to be a bit of a glitch.
Did go off the track in front of the leaders there, so that might have been why he's just gone off again. That's just gone back to green, but yeah, that gap really now coming down. It's only 1.3 seconds now. He's also broken DRS to Mikey, his Leo Cat. That's another nail in the coffin.
Leo Cat is flying. This could be a titanic battle between these two guys up front here. This could be something. Either in the chat saying someone retired. It's Gucci Cat. Someone either in the chat saying, I can't believe I spent 3 hours practicing on my best track and I throw it away like that. I don't know why I can't do this when it's in the race itself. It's just one of those things, one of those unlucky things, mate. It happens in racing.
DRS now.
Oh my! What? How is he doing this? This is incredible. He is definitely Super League. He's definitely Super League potential. Leo Cat, right there. Expect to see this man in the Super League next season, guys, because he might have a space in the Super League now. There's a spare spot in there in the Williams.
Interesting.
Could be interesting, maybe. As Leo Cat now has got the DRS, but look who has it behind as well. Toussaint, Mikey as well, getting into this battle, which has turned into a 3-horse race for the lead in this race. Toussaint and Leo Cat once again struggling on the rear a little bit, and that's allowed Mikey to just gain that every bit so closer towards these front guys as well.
what I'm getting from the behaviour of the car here, Tiger, is that Leocat's car runs really, really well when it's in clear air. The second you put it behind another car, it seems to struggle. It looks more twitchy. On low fuel as well, it's a lot more twitchy.
How is he calling that car? Deblarina just picked up a 3-second time penalty.
And that could be a key turning point in this race.
Oh, it's Leocat to the outside. That could be a big turning point. That could be huge. Oh, Gucci Gang off again in the gravel. He's going to be lapped now.
Yet another win on the books for Leocat here, despite having a 5-place grid penalty.
If he wins this after that, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. If he does that.
Crucially here, Tiger, Mason's just stuck behind Valadares now in P9.
I feel like Mason is the Valtteri Bottas of this league. Once he gets behind someone, he just can't overtake. No, but
I think there's also a problem with this track as well, maybe a little bit, but he does need to get
but
that
he does it. He's done it in other tracks as well. He's had it in Silverstone, he had it in Canada, he had it in Spa. They're all tracks where you can overtake.
Here comes Leocat.
Here he comes. He's going to go for the move.
Straight. He's got the overtake on. He's got the slipstream. He's got the DRS. Does he look to the inside? Yes, he does. Into turn 1. He gets it done. Heblerino is wide, and Leocat gets the lead on track.
Heblerino's going to stay on the inside.
That's out of the movie. He had no choice there.
It was Mason actually having a battle with Valadares. Now Valadares is getting involved in Mason as well. What has happened to Mason?
Well, maybe just made that move on Valadares. He was saying he was getting stuck behind him, and now he's got the DRS open on Black Charizard down the main straight. I think it's going to be a bit too far back to try and move into turn 1.
Berino picked up another 3-second time penalty. He is going to be kicking himself right now.
He's getting flustered now. He's just lost the lead to Leocat after holding it.
That's going to put Etcher back on the podium, possibly, if he can gain the time back. He's got to gain a bit of time back, but you never know at this point. But Mikey is in the running here to get second place here. Mikey has had a bit of a struggle halfway through the season, but has picked himself up in recent races. Actually, got a podium in Spa, and it's Gucci Gang off again. And yeah, he had a podium in Spa and has managed to get himself back into these podium positions lately.
Those older tyres, even though they're only older by 1 lap, seem to be a serious disadvantage to Heblerino. He's got no response to Mikey or to Leocat. This is the driver who qualified on pole here, don't forget, Tiger. Gucci Gang's off again. As we go on to the final lap of the race, and it's going to be Mikey. He's running out of opportunities now to get past Heblerino. You would say this is really his last attempt going into turn 1. He doesn't even bother defending it. Mikey on the inside gets the move done on the German. Can he get Leocat on this final lap? Maybe he can.
Well, Leocat has to pick up a 3-second time penalty now, and then he has to gain up another second gap to overtake him. So, I mean, anything can happen at this point, but let's see what happens, because we know how Larry Leocat is on the rear in this race, Toussaint, and we know what the rear of his car can be like, so he needs to keep the rear of the car under control and just get it to the end, and then he can win this race and extend his championship by a long, long way.
I would have thought we'd be saying that when you qualified down in P7. Mikey, though, has got some pace, closing the gap. He would still need Leocat to pick up a penalty, but Mikey won't care about that. He'll want to get the move done on track, so he can say, well, at least on track, mate, I overtook you for the lead of the race. As they make their way through Spoon, Mikey's not got the best of exits. You would say he's running out of opportunities. Mikey needs to go
for the move now, but he's put everything behind this car. He's got no ERS. Both of them have no ERS. Three of them have no ERS. It's all gone.
I think Heblerino will hang on to the podium here, Tiger, as well.
Someone might run out of fuel here. Everyone's lights are flashing, but they might not. I don't know. I'm just exciting things. Leocat round now across the line. He's going to take the win here. What a performance from that man. Incredible. Mikey in second, Heblerino in third, and De Hebler took a podium in the end off of his brother because of the penalties. And he had no penalties at all, did De Hebler. That is a result for De Hebler. De Etcher will take 5th. Disappointing he will be. Revkov and Sick even be more disappointed, because what a start to the race he had, Toussaint. What a launch off the line he had. Black Charizard said Mason dropped to 8.
That's not a good result from the Englishman. I think he'll be firmly behind Mikey now, possibly even behind Heblerino in the standings.
Valadares will take 9th. Olanoy will take 10th. Thiago Santos will come across the line and take 11th. After all of his efforts, will miss out by a place in the points. And that is it from the Academy guys. Maybe 12 guys, but it was still a good race. Definitely was a very good race.
Very quickly, with that performance, Leocat now becomes, well, now equals, the record for the most wins in an Academy season of 4. He is tied now with Rick Holt and with Tim V on 4 wins in the Academy.
I have to remember,
Still 2 races to go.
Yeah, I have to remember, though, that, as he said, 2 races ago, this Academy season has been slightly longer, because, you know, I'm nice like that. So, but no, it's been slightly longer, so he is probably will break the record. I have no doubt about that. But USA, to say, a track which I feel is slightly underrated. USA, a little bit in terms.
I was surprised when I found out how much hate USA actually gets. I always thought it was a fairly decent track.
Yeah, I like USA. I think it's really good, to be honest. I like that the first sector S's are very nice, and apart from that weird bit in the final sectors, it's just a bit.
Yeah, they're really the weird late apex.
Yeah. That's a bit naff, but the rest of it, I think it's a very solid track. So yeah, USA, and then back in the one and only Miami. Interlagos. Sorry, they look. Sorry, they look very similar to Sin. That's the issue. Is they look so similar. I just can't get them. But there's the final results there, as you can see. And yeah, on to USA. Piero says USA is boring for me. Well, guess what, Piero? France is boring for us. So, you know, that's...
Oh, damn.
Yeah, exactly. I had him with the Paul Ricard. Actually, that's getting a complete track change, isn't it, now? You know, out of the 100 and... How many layouts do they have? Like 160 something? 150 something track layouts?
All of them are grade 1 spec.
Yeah, but, you know... They chose like the worst one out of all the grade 1 spec options they had. But anyway,
to be honest, like whatever track you do pick doesn't get rid of those final 2 corners, which for me are diabolical in France. Sorry, Piero.
Someone said iVelocity said Russia is boring for us. Well, Piero, that's not very nice.
How many points has Gasly scored, Piero?
Ooh. Anyway, right, thank you everyone for joining us in the Academy. Sorry, apologise that there wasn't as many drivers as there normally is, but the show went on and it was still a very good race to sit.
It was indeed. I massively enjoyed it. A 3 wide moment into turn 1. No,
that's always what you want to see.
That was as I said before, top marks to all the Academy drivers. They've really done themselves proud today, and hopefully we'll have more to look forward to. Come USA next week, and maybe a champion will be crowned even. But yeah,
well, hopefully, and yeah. So well done to Leocat. Welcome to the rest of the podium and the entire grid. Thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't already, I believe there's still a few spaces left in this weekend's 6 years to say 6 years of Gavra racing, 6 long years, but we are celebrating 6 years. It's a little bit late celebrated, but
Tiger, are we celebrating 6 years?
Yeah, we're celebrating 6 years to say
cool.
Of Gavra racing. So I think there's still a few spaces left, Gav. You can correct me on that. Is there not a few spaces left? No. Gav, is there spaces left?
There's no more race.
Gav, is it full? Okay, that's great.
That was quick.
So sorry, it's full already, guys. You can't join.
But you can still watch it.
But you can still watch it. Tune in on Saturday. But yes, we've got the rest of the normal leagues back this week, and then obviously the special event at the weekend, and then Toussaint Madness GT Sport back again, where we'll be going around. Fuji,
also
somewhere else in Japan.
Yes.
We know. But yeah, in Japan, I don't like Fuji. Toussaint does. He has an obsession with that track.
I don't have an obsession with Fuji.
You have an obsession with Fuji.
I like it in Group 2, not in any other group.
Okay, so yeah, Fuji Ide. Don't remind me of that match name. Fuji Ide, yeah. Gav, what a legend, yes.
I'm going to change my PSN to that now.
Yeah. We need Mr. Schumacher.
Mr. Schumacher, yeah.
We need Aston. We've already got Mr. Schumacher and Aston.
Still got Aston. He's just not in this group.
And then who's Mr. Schumacher, Aston, and
No, trust me, Zexified, Tiger does definitely not like Fuji.
No, I don't like
hates
Fuji. No, I don't like
If
Fuji.
if he could, he would pay money to go there and like rip it up himself.
No, that's one of the tracks I would rip up. No, okay, I admit the first two sectors are fine. That last sector just ruins it.
What's the sector that's 2 corners?
Okay, the first sector's two. The middle sector's fine. It's that last sector, man. Awful. Anyway, we're blabbering on. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we will see you all tomorrow for the glorious Freshman League. So we'll see you all then.